Welcome back to Mastering MHA MBA. In part 1, the classical school treated the worker as a cog in a machine. In part 2, we meet the thinkers who pushed back and put the human being at the center of management. The classical thinkers got efficiency, but they missed something obvious. People are not machines. They have feelings, needs, and a desire to belong. A new wave of thinkers argued that respect, motivation, and community are not soft extras. They are the real drivers of performance. This is the behavioral school. The behavioral approach shifted the question from how do we control workers to how do we understand them. Its thinkers, from Mary Parker Follett to Abraham Maslow and Douglas McGregor, share one belief: treat people well and they will do their best work. Mary Parker Follett was decades ahead of her time. She saw organizations not as machines, but as communities of cooperative action. Her famous idea was power with instead of power over, working together rather than ordering around. She urged managers to integrate competing interests into win-win solutions. Modern teamwork owes her a great deal. Then came the Hawthorne studies. Researchers changed the factory lighting to see how it affected output and got a shock. Productivity rose no matter what they did, brighter or dimmer. Why? Because workers felt noticed and valued. That insight, that attention itself changes behavior, launched the human relations movement. Abraham Maslow gave us one of the most famous ideas in all of management: the hierarchy of needs. He argued that human motivation climbs a ladder from basic survival all the way up to personal growth. At the bottom of Maslow's pyramid are physiological and safety needs: food, shelter, security. Above them sit belonging and esteem, connection and respect. And at the very top is self-actualization, becoming all you can be. The lesson for managers: you cannot inspire someone's growth if their basic needs are unmet. Douglas McGregor framed two opposite views of human nature. Theory X assumes people dislike work and must be controlled. Theory Y assumes people seek responsibility, growth, and ownership. The question for every leader is simple but powerful: which one do you actually believe about your team? And here is McGregor's deeper insight. Your assumptions tend to come true. Treat people as lazy and untrustworthy, and you will manage them in ways that make them act that way. Trust them with responsibility, and they rise to meet it. Belief becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Argyris took this further. He argued that rigid, controlling organizations treat grown adults like children and get childish, passive behavior in return. Give people mature, responsible jobs, he said, and you get mature, responsible performance. Design the job for an adult. Together, these thinkers changed everything. Motivation became as important as method. Culture and relationships were seen as real drivers of output, and engagement became a performance lever, not a feel-good extra. This is the foundation of modern human resource management. Now, were they right? The data says yes, painfully so. Gallup finds only about 21% of workers worldwide are engaged, and that low engagement costs the global economy around $10 trillion a year. When you ignore the human side, the bill comes due, and when you honor it, the results are striking. In the largest 4-day workweek trial across 141 companies, 90% kept the shorter week. Burnout fell, well-being rose, and turnover dropped by 57%, with no loss in output. Follett, Maslow, and McGregor would not be surprised. Let us recap the behavioral school. Follett saw organizations as cooperative communities. Maslow mapped the hierarchy of human needs. McGregor showed that our assumptions shape behavior. The shared lesson: put people first and performance follows. This builds on our chapter notes from Schermerhorn and Bachrach's Exploring Management, 7th edition, drawing on Follett, the Hawthorne studies, Maslow, McGregor, and Argyris. Updated with Gallup's 2025 engagement data and recent 4-day week trials. We always show you the sources. The behavioral school gave management its heart. In part 3, the final part of chapter 2, we reach modern management thinking: systems, contingency, quality, and evidence. If this is helping, subscribe, and we will see you there.